Hello, everyone. It's me, Tamron. It's Tuesday, May the 8th. I am filming live in Kingston, Ontario, and I am still currently traveling for my YouTube show. So it is now entitled Behind the Red Door, as you've seen on the hashtag to this video, and I am super excited. There is a lot of momentum starting to happen, putting my ideas together, and things are naturally falling into place because that's exactly how the universe works. And it really is the focus of today's reading that was sent in by a friend and also an entrepreneur. And she is not the only one who is going through these huge shifts in her business and in her personal life. And there is a huge nugget in here because a lot of us entrepreneurs, we're new agers, we're people that, we believe in vision boards, we believe in writing things down. And when things start happening and showing up, not the way we expected, we think something is wrong. And the truth is everything is lining up and it's falling into place. So this really is the focus for the question that has been sent in today. I'm going to be sharing a personal story. I'm also going to be promoting my next round of my 28-day program, which is going to start next Tuesday. It's the last batch for spring. So it's going to start on May the 16th. It's going to go for 28 days. So stay tuned to the end of this video. And if you feel inclined to join us, I know that you're going to go through some huge shifts in your business as well. So I am super excited. Again, each week I'd like to share with you guys. I am still currently using Colette Baron-Reid's deck, The Wisdom of the Oracle. So it's not a tarot deck that I use on these readings each week, even though it's called Tea and Tarot. I do use them in my personal life. But here we go. This is the deck that I've been using so far in 2018. Again, she's Canadian. I love her work. I follow her on Facebook. I've been a part of her programs, and I just love her energy. So that's who we're getting the two-card reading from with. And again, I love to share with you guys what it is that I'm drinking. It is spring. It is super hot. In Kingston here, they have mayflies. Like, we are talking like thick clouds of mayflies that swarm around you. They stick to your hair, they stick to your clothes. They don't bite, but they've been getting in my eyes, my hair, they've been covering my dog, that kind of stuff. So I've been experimenting with some essential oils, what I'm drinking, what I'm putting in my hair, so that they repel me, right? So it's awesome. So I've been really drawn to drinking peppermint. I don't know why, so I've been putting it in my water and putting it around me. So this is what I'm drinking with you guys today. And again, it's spring. So, again, peppermint is a natural antidepressant. It helps us, that feeling of buoyance, movement, change, growth, that kind of stuff. So for me, I've been using it quite a bit. So that's actually what my tea is. It's a cold tea with peppermint as well. So let's get started into the reading. I'm just going to make sure when people join here as well that people don't have questions right away or comments. So please feel free. I will check at the beginning. I will check near the ending and just before I jump off here. So if you have any questions or concerns about anything, please post them in the comments because I can actually read them. So we've got Ebony and Troy. Awesome. Okay, so some great followers have been in here. Ebony is actually currently a member of Tamron's Place, an awesome young woman. So she has been really helpful to the members of Tamron's Place. Again, it is for, Tamron's Place is actually my private membership for entrepreneurs. It's an emotional support program, so there's no selling, but it's a great place to come in every Monday to Friday where we encourage each other as entrepreneurs to keep moving forward and to believe in each other. So again, if you'd like to be a part of that community, it is still free up until June. So we've got people just starting to join again. All right, so here we go. Oh, and Ebony, so I'm going to plug her. She is an Akashic record practitioner, and I've personally used her as well. She actually helped me understand one of the deep fears that I had. She went into my records of my patterns of things that were showing up in my personal life and my business. And being an energy healer and a Reiki practitioner as well, we were able to clear that. So she's on a lot of my free webinars, that kind of stuff. So you'll see her name on here. Ebony, give me a thumbs up and a heart so people can see. If you'd like to connect with her, please go ahead. If you just feel like things aren't showing up the way in your business you'd really like, I guarantee you would enjoy a reading with Ebony Rose. Okay, so here we go. So again, I just pulled 2 cards. Oh, you're awesome, Ebony, and please, I love to support you guys. You're here to support me, and this is what this is really all about in my membership. So today's reading was sent in, and it was part of a discussion I had with an entrepreneur last week who I've known for about 10 years, and I don't want to get into great details. We met at an event. It was an amazing event that it was probably about 10 years ago when I was just launching my retail store in Bellefontaine, Ontario. And we had a lot of things in common in our personal life. And it was just, that instant connection where I actually met her sitting at a table just like this. We happened to be sitting beside each other, and we literally spent the whole entire weekend together, and we have stayed connected over the years. So, as a lot of us are going through these challenges, sometimes it's nice just to pick up the call and to speak to someone who's not emotionally connected to the story that you're going through. And here's the reason why, is that many of us believe in writing things down. Many of us are journaling. I've got my journals that I share within my group. And a lot of us, I'll just show you guys this here too, some of the things that I do each year. But, vision boards, right? So here's my, get it right. Here is my vision board for 2018. I made it small and mobile. I usually have a big poster style. I've kept my vision boards over the years. But the reason why was because if you guys look, this year for me was all about adventure, traveling, going across Canada and seeing this kind of stuff, right? So I needed to make a vision board that was small, right? And that it was doable so I could take it with me. So pay attention to some of the things you're writing down, and then also that you have a vision board. Then also, I have, it kind of typed out in the different categories of what I want to actually happen in my business and my personal life. So this travels with me, okay? And it comes with me with my journal and everything else that is I'm doing. So this is her question. She said, I'm going through this huge shift right now. I don't know which path to take. And, why is this happening to so many other people? And here's the reason why. You probably wrote it down. You probably had a huge vision, something that you truly wanted, and the universe is calling. So things are going to have to shift and happen in your life and in your business to hold that space for you. So this is not a victim situation. This is an opportunity for you to make a difference. Okay, so this is the 2-card draw I just pulled. We're going to go through it with it. All right, so the first card I pulled in this situation says happy, happy. All right, now this is in the challenge position, so we read the card differently. The second card that came up for the action step is in the challenge position as well. And look at this, a higher power. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I love these readings. I'm going to go back to the first one. So what this means is, if it was upright, happy, happy. It's not. It means get happy. See the reality of what is actually happening. I want this person to go back to their vision board, and I want you to take a good look at what you wrote down, because it's actually happening and you're not seeing this. You're seeing that, oh my goodness, what just happened? Where it's like Spirit is saying, we're opening doors. We're closing things so that you can live the life that you have been writing about and dreaming about for so long. So get happy. It's happening. Okay, this is an amazing card, and I just want you guys to remember, I'm starting to study a lot of astrology. It's something I've been drawn to. There are some great teachers on the planet right now that I'm finding it's very easy to follow. 2018 is a powerful year. So many women are going to be stepping into their power this year. So get out of these victim stories. I'm telling you right now. And if you are struggling with things that are happening in your life, I want to make sure you guys connect with me. Send me a personal message. You are welcome to join my Tamara's Place membership for free, which is a private Facebook group, and we will keep you in the light. You will learn to understand what is happening, okay? The action step is saying a higher power. So look at this, surrender. Surrender to everything that is happening. All right. A higher power is always into place, but you are not seeing it. All right. You were not seeing the light in this situation. So what this card is actually saying is you need to surrender to it. All right. So how do we do that? And this is really what I love to talk about, again, just because, our emotions are actually what is the basis of what we attract. So this is the basis of the movie The Secret and what so many energy healers are talking about. So you need to be in an emotional vibration in order to bring in that reality, all right? To create that reality. So it's about your emotions, all right? So you need to shift your emotions to come out of this victim mentality to, oh my goodness, what can I do? My life is, there's so many possibilities, and how are you going to do what it is they want you to do? So there's 3 essential oils I would definitely recommend in this situation. And again, you're welcome to put them in like a roller ball. This is actually my personal blend, which I will talk about at the end of this video. You can use them, like I said, drinking in water if they're specific for being edible. They do have to be a high grade. My personal preference is a company which is CPTG grade essential oils. I personally think they're the best on the planet, and I can trust them. And then you can use things like diffusers and that kind of stuff. So you can bathe with them, whatever, because if they are pure, organic, and indigenous, they can be used and they create an emotional shift in the body. So you literally begin to feel different within minutes because they get into your bloodstream, they get into every organ, and they get into your brain, okay? So you can use them consistently all the time. I use essential oils every single day, and I use different ones for different things. Some things I use every day for specific reasons. I get so many people commenting on my skin, on my hair. I'm 54 years old and I don't look it, okay? Because I honestly believe it's about what's in the mind, okay? So here we go. There are 3 oils I would recommend in this situation, and here is why. Number 1, you want wild orange. You need to shift from, feeling like this is a negative situation to seeing the joy and the happiness in it. So this is about being grateful and feeling that abundance, like, wow, what can I do right now? As opposed to, oh no, what am I going to do, right? So we want wild orange. That's literally the essential oil of abundance and joy and just seeing things from a different perspective. The other essential oil I would recommend in this situation is ylang ylang, because this is about pulling out of that victim mentality and actually being more playful and thinking, what can I do, rather than pulling in the negative. And the third essential oil I would recommend, and this is spikenard. And spikenard is actually a really powerful essential oil. It's got a heaviness to it. It's definitely a root. It comes from the root of the plant. And so this grounds you and pulls you back into that perspective so that you can surrender to the situation as opposed to being weighted down by it, okay? So spikenard, I know some women that I've recommended this essential oil to, and they are very empathic, and they go 1 drop even on their feet, and they go, whoo, I feel so different. I am back on track. I feel balanced. So those are the 3 I would recommend, again, in this situation. So if you are someone who are going through some of these shifts and you're not seeing the power in it, I guarantee you, that your life is calling you. And again, if you are not someone who, likes to journal and have a vision board and that kind of stuff, and maybe you don't know enough about the power of essential oils and some of the other spiritual practices that I do recommend, getting yourself into some form of a mini yoga practice, getting outside, connecting with nature, drinking lots of water, changing some of your diet, then you might be the perfect person to actually join us for my last round of my spring personal transformation program, which is every 28 days in the spring. So it's May. So our last program begins next Tuesday. It runs for 28 days. Every single day you get a post in a private Facebook group, and this is going to guide you because you get a very introspective question every day throughout the 28 days. I am a certified health coach. I've been a health coach for over 10 years. Again, it's about what are you thinking? So I'm going to ask you some very specific questions so that you see your life and your business from a very different perspective. You're going to get 28 health tips to get you rebalanced. There's going to be 28 gluten and dairy-free recipes, again, super simple. So these are great for even people in their 20s, just learning, just starting out. I am not a certified nutritionist, but I'm a foodie. So I have attended a lot of trainings. I've done lots of retreats and detoxes and that kind of stuff. And so when you start working on the physical body and addressing your digestion, you change the mind. The emotional body begins to heal as well. And now doctors are starting to recognize the connection between the stomach, digestion, and our emotional body. So I have a lot of personal stories that I share with you guys in that group. And also within the 28 days, each week on Monday night, we do have a group call. We do it on Zoom. It's usually 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I will be traveling. I will be connecting with you guys. And together we review what has happened throughout the week. And we talk about 5 very specific essential oils that are actually, I'm not going to show you what they are, that they're in this blend. And I've personally created this blend for the 28-day program. You do get a small bottle of this, and you also get a copy of my 100-page guided journal. Okay, so this is a part of the program. You're going to start keeping track of what it is that you're feeling, what you're going through, so that you can go back and say, oh my goodness, look at me 28 days later. Shit. It happened, okay? Because I want you guys to pay attention, because you have the power to change your life, to transform what it is you think that is negative into something that is positive, because it is a gift. So that really is the beauty of it. I usually tap it out at 12 people because, again, this is an intimate group for 28 days. Anybody who takes any of my programs, coaching, whether you're in my groups, I automatically throw you into Tamara's Place. It's the membership group. So again, we just started it again. We've only got, just over a dozen members in there. But again, it's just a place for you to connect with me more intimately Monday through Friday, where I share more of my intimate personal stuff with you so that you recognize you are not alone. We are all going through this together. I am no different from you. So again, I like to share what it is what I am going through too, because we are all equals, all right? I believe in equality. I don't believe that someone's better than that. It's not about how much money you make. It's not about what you do for a living. You matter, we all matter. All right, and that's my philosophy. So again, you are welcome to join that. So if you have any questions or comments, I'm just going to check on here right now. Please send me a message, post a comment on here, and I will answer it for you. Again, we start on Tuesday, and you are more than welcome to join. It's going to be a lot of fun because I won't be doing this again until the fall. Okay, so spikenard. Okay, what's the name of the last oil you mentioned? Can you type it out? Ebony, thank you so much. So Louise, there you go. Hope you get that answer. So yeah, if you'd like any more information, Louise, please send me a private message, and I can give you some information on that. Again, for anybody who purchases essential oils through my community, there are lots of freebies. There's little challenges. There's some great giveaways I give you guys, and it's a great way for you to connect, because again, I specialize in teaching people about the emotional uses of essential oils, not so much the physical. The physical stuff is, pretty standard. A lot of people like to start with the physical, how to use essential oils for physical ailments, but with my background and my expertise and my many years of training, the emotional uses will absolutely change your life. You will be living differently. People will start to notice right away that you're different, and it's a great way to start a conversation with someone and to support other people you care about. And a lot of women start using them on their children as well, and a lot of their partners start to notice too. So they're great for men. It's just that you do have to approach men a little bit differently, but they will see the change in you anyways, and you're basically selling yourself. You don't have to sell, and that's why a lot of people ask me questions. And so I don't sell, I just teach. All right. So we've got some comments. Thank you, Spike Nerd. Yes, Louise, I agree. I use them on my son who has autism. Absolutely, Louise. Yeah, that's amazing. So with autism, I'm going to ask you while you're watching here live, do you use rosemary? Because I know rosemary is amazing for brain autism, and you know, I think spikenard will actually help as well because it's very grounding. So with autism too, like I'm an energy healer myself. So with autism, there is that part of the way the brain works, you know. So, you know, there's that space that they have where, you know, they spend a lot of time in energetically because, you know, they're not fully in their body. And I'm not saying that as a negative thing. That's just who they are. So for autism, essential oils that are extremely grounding are going to be really beneficial. So even essential oils such as, you know, some of the resins like the frankincense and the myrrh, that kind of stuff, that would be really helpful too, right? That's a great way to describe it, actually. Yeah. So as an energy worker, yeah, this is a lot of my experience. And just another comment, I'm going to pull off of autism, but I also want to touch on PTSD. And that's actually what happens with PTSD. It's very similar when I see them energetically. So I'll just, I'm going to use something here. Let's find something that's a circle. So just look at my body. So if you were to look at the physical body, this is what we see physically, but emotionally, there's the emotional body and the mental body and our spiritual body that we cannot see. So we live a lot of our life, you know, making decisions based on, you know, these bodies that we cannot see because it's our ego and then our emotions, right? So the ego is the mental. So we have this emotional body. So for example, for someone with autism and PTSD, what happens is, I'm going to just create a circle. It's like, no, I want to use this side. So there is something happens or whatever. There's all these little circles, like a cartoon. Look at the lamp behind me. So there's like a story in that lamp. I got to do it this way. Okay, in that lamp. So people with PTSD, they're stuck in that story, or people with autism, I got to do this backwards, autism, then, you know, that's the part of their brain that they go to a lot. And so when we understand what's in there, what's in the lamp or in that story, we can help them come back into their body. So by using things from nature, it is more pure and is probably the fastest way to bring them back into balance. So even getting them to do like very simple yoga poses and some simple breath work can pull their energy down. And it literally, I'm going to sit like this so you guys can see it. It creates an energetic shield around them like this so that they are spiritually and energetically connected. Okay. Yeah. Louise is saying, yeah. Okay. So, breath work, Kundalini yoga, mantras, playing CDs that are highly spiritual, you know, will help ground them and keep them protected. Because as a mom, I mean, that's our biggest fear, is that our children are not protected, right? So yeah, please, if you'd like to know any more information, that we send me a private message, because as an energy healer, maybe I can connect. You're more than welcome to join my private Facebook group. And we've got other energy healers in there too. So people might have some suggestions for you because, yeah, you know, I have the archetype of the Artemis, and the Artemis is the protector of women and children. So I totally feel you, right? So there might be some great tools in there, and then other people can learn from your questions and that kind of stuff too, because that's really what it's about. Yes, Reiki healer. Yes, so you love my community, or a lot of us are energy workers. Okay, so awesome. So I'm just over the 22-minute mark. I'm actually at 23 minutes, so I'm going to let you guys go. So just remember. Also that each week these videos are now being uploaded onto my YouTube channel, which is under Tamron's Place. So you'll be able to share them, rewatch them, that kind of stuff. And please, if you can go, if you haven't done so already, if you could go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, because we just changed the name on there recently. So as I'm traveling around, these are going to be uploaded to, and the little logo is going to say behind the red door. I'm going to be traveling across Canada and hopefully into the States later, the later part of the year. but I can come to you. I can come to your communities. I'm doing all kinds of great things. I'm, raising money for the Owl Foundation. And again, a lot of the money is going towards my traveling shows. So I'm looking for sponsors and all kinds of stuff. So I've got a lot happening right now. And I'll be sharing more with you guys as well. And it's a great way for you guys to connect with me. So here we go. Off I go. YouTube channel is Tamarron's Place. So you guys are welcome to join me there, and you will see this video there as well. Okay. Again, I am here live on Facebook every Tuesday at 222. So if you have any questions or comments, anybody watching here, please send me what it is that you're going through, and you may be chosen for the free weekly reading. All right. Cheers for now, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Louise. You're welcome. Glad to meet you on here too. Bye-bye.